Hello and welcome back to Proactive London. I'm Christine Corrado. With me right now is Adrian Potts. He's the CEO at Applied Graphene Materials. Adrian, it's great to see you. How are you?
Yeah, great to be here, Christine. I'm calling you from America, so where I live, so pardon the surroundings.
Good to see you, Adrian. We have a lot to talk about today, but first, let's start off with the fact that it is your 10-year anniversary, so congratulations on that. Can you maybe talk about what you've achieved in these years coming to today?
Yeah, quite right, Christine. So we are 10 years old today, and it's a great milestone for us as a business. We started out life as a startup from the University of Durham. Our founding professor, Karl Coleman, who has many awards, principal in the area of graphene technology, started the business 10 years ago. And graphene is an amazing material. We have some great attributes with that material, and Karl saw that great opportunity to be able to look at an alternate manufacturing route for the materials technology to be able to bring it to commercial realization. And when you look at over the past 10 years, really when you try and map the journey, not just of the company, but graphene as a technology, it's really interesting when you look at kind of novel, innovative materials technology and how that comes to be realized in the market. So first of all, you've kind of got all of the hype surrounding graphene as a material. And the good thing about all of that and the great potential that this material has for potential applications was that it attracted a lot of interest and a lot of investor interest in the kind of technology possibilities that go with that material. The kind of second milestone really in that journey where it was very much geared around manufacturing and what I would call industrial credibility. So taking Professor Coleman's concept originally and scaling that up so that you can actually produce graphene to a consistent quality, and that enables, as I say, industrial credibility really, so that we could take that to scale. And if you go around our Wilton plant over in the UK, you would see scaled manufacturing for this exciting material. Two different types of material that we make, both with a similar process, but it's there and in scale. But then the area that latterly, and certainly in my tenure, that we've really focused on has been what I call the end-to-end process. So we have graphene as this novel, remarkable materials technology at one end of the spectrum, and a great amount of passion around that subject matter. And then the other end of it is about the delivery of that technology and how you actually do that. So our focus is firmly in what we call application know-how. We do that by putting graphene into a whole range of different materials to suit end customer applications, whether that's in the coatings sector or the composite materials sector or other high performance applications. There's some great opportunities that we are currently pursuing, as you see in the pipeline chart from our last presentation, and those are doing really well in terms of reaching a good level of maturity. We've also seen it in the confidence that our customers have actually been able to realize by launching their own products with our graphene dispersions in them. And that gives me a real sense of pride. You look at some of those great opportunities in the retail sector with the likes of Halfords that we've talked to before. You can go and buy a can of an aerosol can with graphene in a spray paint to enhance the corrosion performance of that paint and the article that you're spraying. But then you look at the industrial sector broadly. We have applications as far afield as the construction industry, and the use of graphene in coatings for construction to enhance corrosion performance on metal-clad buildings, right the way through to bridges, right the way through to offshore applications, and then in very high performance materials as well. So carbon fiber materials that are being used for space applications. So, you know, we're doing really well in terms of, as I say, that end to end, that joining the dots, as I describe it, to piece together the kind of how-to. So how to take this remarkable material and make something really viable with it, and you know, at the end of the day, realizes commercial reality and commercial exploitation.
Well, why don't we get to the news of the day? You have signed a new distribution agreement. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, so we announced earlier in the week the distribution agreement with a company in the Benelux region called Will Co. And really what we've been trying to do here, our strategy is to create a much broader footprint. So, I mean, we're a small company. We're a startup, you know, 20 some people. The bulk of those are technologists and application technology people, along with manufacturing technologists. And we have a small commercial team, myself included in that. So, you know, I get my hands dirty regularly with customer engagement. But, you know, now we've got to the stage of having a mature product that is not just graphene powder, but is actually graphene in things that customers can really practically use and take to their end use application in an easy to use way. We feel now that we're at the stage where you know, we can really accelerate our presence on a global basis. So our strategy has been firmly in the area of developing distribution channels for both standard products, and then where customers really are looking for a more customized product offering, we can do that as well. But in terms of distribution network, we've got a really strong network already in a number of different areas across the globe, and we're looking to add to that all the time. So Will Co, as I say, in the Netherlands, is just one further milestone in that process to enable us to have more feet on the ground, more people talking about the exciting opportunities there are with graphene, the enabling technology that we have, the data-driven business that supports everything we do. And we're really looking forward to developing that further. There's you know, some further agreements that we're currently pursuing, and I'm looking forward to being able to announce those as well in due course. So some great things going on, and you know, for now we've been able to capture a presence in the Netherlands and Belgium and Luxembourg, and yeah, being able to create new opportunities for our product. And ultimately, you know, the whole objective of any business in this kind of technology introduction is reaching commercialization and reaching break even and beyond. And that's firmly what we're about. And distribution is a great way of achieving that, and achieving further contact with our customers.
And before I let you go, can you maybe give me a better sense of the specific kinds of customers you hope to target with this distribution agreement?
Yeah, so you know, our core area of activity is in three strategic areas: coatings technologies, so call that high performance paints, as it were. So if you look at the industrial sector generally, coatings for the construction industry, right the way through, coatings for things like marine applications and offshore wind turbines and oil rigs and that type of things, where corrosion is a huge issue, and the cost of corrosion is, you know, an enormous issue for the industry. If you can actually take a product and enhance the life of both the coating, but also the period between maintenance for, say, a ship or an oil rig or whatever the application is, that creates a huge value opportunity right the way through. So for us, selling that product as a technology enabler, right the way through the coatings company, right the way through the end customer. And then in the world of composite materials, so I mentioned before, carbon fiber into space, we're heavily involved in the automotive sector also, with a number of different opportunities. So there's some great things going on in that arena. we've got a really good understanding now of how to make graphene work in composite materials. So again, that kind of end-to-end technology process is key to that understanding and key to realizing commercial success. And then thirdly, in the area of what I loosely describe as functional materials. So these are kind of specialty products, things like adhesives that are incredibly high thermal conductivity. How does that help? It's all about heat spread and heat dissipation and being able to get heat away from components that are glued together. So satellite applications right the way through electronics industry. And of course, one of the big interest is in electric vehicles. So some great opportunities arising in that area. So there's a lot to go after, and we're excited to be participating in those three areas. It's important as well to actually kind of figure out, you know, where you ring fence what you do, and to keep focus. So that's what we do, and yeah, we're enjoying doing that. 10 years into it, and looking forward to another 10 years of you know, commercial acceleration and seeing some great results come through.
Well, again, congratulations on this decade and your distribution agreement. Looking forward to hearing about those others that you referenced coming up. Adrian, thank you so much.
Thanks, Christine. It's great to catch up with you, and thanks for the opportunity to talk to you.